Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'll be playing Sable, a kind of artistic game. Turn it down just a little. Because the song has lyrics in it, I can't just like edit out all of that. I'll probably have to keep it in the video. But yeah, it looks like a very kind of artistic game with a unique style. Getting some real vibes similar to Journey and Chants of Sinar, which is a good thing. Also, weirdly, the return of the Obra Dinn. I think just because, like, all of the models are very, like, flatly colored. Our protagonist, John Sable. Unironically, is actually called Sable. He can jump. He can climb. It looks like there's a stamina meter. I can't do the lateral mouse buttons, so I'll do Q. Jumping, space, jump. Towards a wall to begin climbing. Alright, can I climb this wall? Yes. It looks like it's pretty much any wall. Crouching, C to crouch. And here we are in Sable Land. Wonder if there's any losing conditions. Okay, see what's at the top of the temple? No. Can I go back in? No. Don't know if there's any like losing conditions or anything like that. Honestly, I barely know anything about the game. I do like that the thing changed based on changed the match to one I selected it as. A slightly worse game definitely would have just like had, hold sprint or hold shift to sprint. I can feel Jaddy smiling behind her mask, just as I know she can feel the teeth-baring little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, and she's softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, I probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? I tell Jaddy that I know, but it hasn't quite sunk in yet. She chuckles. I promise you, Sable, you're fine. But I know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you've started, and then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat. You were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping into mine, or me. I feel memory in my fingers. But then I promised you it was going to be alright. I told you how much I had loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through the fabric. Suddenly there you were, you sat down, you learned, you leaned forward, and you put those little grasping claws on the handles, and you were off. I remember thinking, just watching you tear over sand. Look at her, she can do whatever she wants. Jaddy reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. Take a breath. Alright. Well, I can help with that. You'll need to talk to Halal and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Halal will share something, well, let's say as useful as it is fun. I think I might suspect what Jaddy is saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. I'll be back soon. Sable, don't go planning your return before you've even left. Take all the time you need. It's a big decision you're making out there. I tell her that's why I'm so eager to make it, to choose well and quickly so that I don't go too far down the wrong path. Whatever you decide, you do so with my blessing. So don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. I'll speak with Hillel, and I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Sizo, but you know how he is. I have something to give you, a compass to help you on your journey. It's the same one I used on my gliding, an artifact you might say. Take the device in my palm, it fits naturally there, perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible, satisfying precision. Thank you. Yeah, I think Q might have been the compass button, and I think I might have unironically soft-locked myself. Alright. I guess, it shows where... Maybe it's always pointing towards something I need to interact with. As I approach Hilal, they give me an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Hilal's verve and vigor, and on a day like this, I'm ready to match it with a touch of nerds for balance. Take this. Hilal hands me a small round stone. As it nestles into my palm, I feel warmth not borrowed from Hilal's hands, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it and find it softly electric, like static on cloth. What is this? Try to sound confused, then I am, but I ask Hilal what this is. Oh, you can't leave without it. What I'm giving is a gliding stone. What do you feel? Electricity. Then you're doing it right. What you feel in those stones is openness. Look at stone, it seems quite closed. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty or dormant and waiting for you to fill it up. How do I do this? You take it to a temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. I think I kind of see them. Twice. Bob's a little appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once it's done. I want to hear all about it. I'm about to leave. Oh, you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to a temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yes? I can use escape to see what I need to do. And there's now just one, which I presume is pointing at Driss. But while I'm here, why not just see what the hell is here? No, I want to go in the box. Let me go in the box. Alright, that was fun. I was in the box. What up here? Looks like there's another person up there as well. Some kind of a... Is that like a temple or a dam or something there? Big gate. I get 20 currency, perhaps? Siza looks busy. I should leave her to it. Alright, so is there a losing condition in terms of fall damage? No. I talked to you earlier. Is it like a fridge or postbox? Logging in. Hello, Sable. Unread messages 0. Have a good day. They clearly got advanced technology, and yet they're living pretty much like nomads. And I notice 0 bathrooms anywhere. Alright, you're the person I talked to earlier. And I have 20 of the diamond with a circle in it and 16 suns, but I don't have any little snakes. I can throw shit. Catch. No. Throw it. You. Lamar is a man of few words, and he is nothing if not consistent. Fair enough. Don't mind, I'm gonna try to throw this at your livestock here. Direct hit. But other than that, doesn't look like there's really anything else here. Containers with currencies. There's a bike. I think I would want to talk to Driss here first. Though I told myself not to be too eager, it's all I can do to race up to Driss. Or not to. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but now I strongly suspect he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful or has some custom feature. What will its name be, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore, or will I get used to it? Driss turns with a bit of a start. Sable, hello. Well, I'll just be frank. Jaddy sent me to speak with you. She did? What about? I tell him about something special and then make a leading gesture, slowly trying to be perfectly cool and confidential. But I can't do it. I'm too keen and the words spill out. I asked Driss if he might sort of possibly maybe have a bike for me. Your bike? He yells like it's an idea he just had. Your bike? Yes, of course, right. Yes, your bike. That I meant to, that I prepared for you because today's your, gliding, yes. Driss nods along with me. Yes, of course, right. Yes, I do have that. My blood runs cold. Has he forgotten? By which I mean I arrange it for you in a, well, sort of tutorial for you. A tutorial? Yes, exactly. A learning experience. You see, Sable, for one, can own their own bike. They must prove that they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. Think about it and find I've never heard of that part of the gliding, but Driss does seem earnest, sort of. So, instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Driss gestures at the sand cutter at his side. It's quite old and low shabby. A tester, if ever I've seen one. I'll give it a go. Really? I mean, yes, good. Be gentle, though. This is a sand cutter, older than Jaddy. You treat her with respect. Now ride that bike through the ring and back. And here's some advice, my young glider. Don't fall off. When you're not riding a hover bike, appears a blue icon on the compass. So it does. Alright, strafe. You won't notice that. Has it gone darker? Alright, I'll try to put it back where I found it. Alright, went through the ring. Returned Driss, who somehow manages to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. Sable, congratulations. How's your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles, unexplained hissing, small fires? What do you mean, fires? Surely, notice you if you're on fire, even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Driss, is this bike dangerous? Well, he doesn't finish. Have you already been by Hilal? I'd nearly forgotten about Hilal. Thanks, Driss, for a reminder. Before at least nudging him a little about the bike, ask him if I'm still getting one. Well, you're getting the use of the sand cutter. That's something, eh? You can borrow it to run your low errands. My low errands? And Hilal's got something to show you too. Help you out with more of that mobility you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only likely tarnished, I thank Driss very much for his help in the bike and depart for Hilal. And I can see the quest logs. Leave that. I mean, I've already talked to him. Who the fuck are you? How's that Sima managed to contain so much chaos and verve in such a small form? Even now there's something troublesome being dreamed up behind that mask, I know it. Ibrix Red Dye, the dye bottle for colors of the Ibrix Red bike. Alright, I can paint my bike red. I'm a happy camper. Yeah, I don't really need to talk to this person again. missing a leg and has a robotic one, which is amusing because that's also what the Joker had in that Suicide Squad game. And this is a game that did have like a consulting from Sweet Baby Inc., which I know a lot of people don't like. So if you're looking to buy the game but don't want to support them, then that's something to be aware of. Alright, so temple at the edge of a canyon. I'm not saying I have 21... Oh, is that the time of day? Be cool and like do a 360, but game won't let me. Alright, head over to the temple, which I think is kind of over here maybe. Can even climb that? Yes. Wooden ship there. Alright, it's past here. Recognize this arch. Guess I'll leave it there. Anything special about anything here? Just barely made that. She kind of like, you know, sliding down when I jumped up there, because she was like, you know, experiencing downward momentum at that time. Giant moth dude. Me. Oh, maybe I can get back up through there. There's some ritual I have to do in this ancient temple. So, does magic exist in this world, or is it all Clark's third law? The stone thrums like the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Exhilarated. I'm ready for Rohana to know me. I'm ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity in this sacred place. I know I am in her sight. replace the one down there. So I wonder how many of these, Alright, I can glide now. Which makes sense, because this is a gliding ritual. Guess I'll see what's up here. Looks like gliding does cost a bit of stamina, so I can't do it like in depth. Well, actually, it doesn't seem to. I think that's just a stamina cost from, you know, getting up here. Alright, where's my bike? It's down there. Just having a grand old time here. See what's over here. Let's see. Ceremony, so the glowing stones. Alright. I'll do that later. Kinda wanna see what this is. Get up there. Yes, I will. Alright, that doesn't lead to anything. Here. But thanks to my gliding power, I can get over here. In the morning. And I can just glide down to here. Probably wasting my time and I'll have to come up here again. It's a peculiar piece of machinery and there's something to interact with here. Atomic power supply. Use it on anything? Can I activate whatever this is? I can do that multiple times. So if there were losing conditions for falling too far, also something over there. But I think I'll go to that after I complete this mission. What about you? Can I tell you about it? Greet me warmly. Hello, little glider. That's big glider to you. What was your gliding like? I'll tell you what, I'll teach you when you get back. I cross my arms in protest. Pout all you want, I want to spoil all your surprises. But I did meet some crystal farmers once. Crystal farmers? And that's all I'll say about that. You should get going. I have to go talk to this wanker. Wait, that's a snake. Hold on a second. I'm a snake. Chum egg. Offered up by chums when planting themselves into ground, perfectly smooth and hard as rock, these eggs seem to float with how light they are. They must be a good place to deliver these. Alright, I have one little snaky. And that's the official term for them, not chum eggs or snakies. My turn to allow it's clearly know what I've just experienced. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? Exciting. True freedom. Right, you can do anything you want. You're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much, that feeling just floating in the breeze. But I suppose it's best that fades with age, Or else I might never have come back from my gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasms. Is that really what you do? I wish we could all do it. So do I, Sable, so do I. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got time to practice as much as they do. It takes really serious focus, and certainly haven't got that. Still, I suppose gliding wouldn't mean much if there were all gains and no loss, Sorry, too much loss in my mind to consider it further. I'm saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose a perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. You're going to love out there, Sable, even when you don't. My advice, try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all that out there, but the world's an easier place if you put joy first. It'll be over before you know it. Say goodbye. And now I need to talk to this wanker. Alright. So not everyone can do this, and it fades with age. But what even is the purpose of the gliding? Zeki's shoulders sag a bit. Wonder what she's thinking about. I don't know how she done it. That's Ilaria over there. I follow her gaze to a low speck in the distance. What I understand is her daughter, Ilaria. You want me to get her back? She shakes her head. No, she's fine. I'll get her. She shrugs, parenting. I suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. Oh, I should be able to reach her. What are you two doing? You must be Ilaria. The balloon was more fun than the person in it. I approached the cartographer. Ah, greetings, child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? It's bigger than I thought. Well, good to meet you, and I should introduce myself. I'm Jordan. I tell him I'm Sable. I suppose if you come all this way to see me, it's probably a map you're after, eh, Sable? Not really, but I'd be happy to have one. I would love a map. Of course you would. That'll be 50 cuts. But too expensive for a pre-gliding glider with empty pockets that tell Jordan I'll be back. Alright, need some dosh. I assume cuts is the thing in the bottom right. Way to get you going on a journey, use it mostly wisely, and then a little unwisely when the mood strikes. It's good to know value money, but you never want to be ruled by it. Stamina fills up so quickly that you can tell it's really just used just to prevent you from being able to like scale, say, that huge wall more than something that's supposed to be a truly limiting factor. Perfect, let's trade then. Map of Ewer sold by members of the Cartography Guild. Alright, so select that. 1. Confirm. Alright. Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I'll still remember mine. As I was short, I knew since I was a boy that cartography was for me, but I spent a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye on the skies, eh? I've got plenty of my colleagues out there, and they'll have more maps to sell you. From Hakoa to Sodic Waste. Farewell. Unlock the piece of map, you can navigate the map screen in the pause menu. Once you have visited a place, you can fast travel to a location using the map screen. Your hoverbike will also travel with you. So I guess the camp is... yeah, it looks like it's a pretty big place out there. Presume that's a temple I started in. Saizo's an outlander to the Ibexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall. I think of her more as a kind of distant relation than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are given their post and by their training and their code must go where they are needed. But Saizo's been among us so long that it's easy to forget its assignment first and foremost. As far as any of us are concerned, she's one of us. I think there's a perception among other clans that the Ibexi are quite insular. There's a perception among me that this cat needs to be off the table. Are quite insular. Their designation of Ibexi versus Outlander suggests some nervous otherings of those who are unlike us, but in practice such things are more of a result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us and who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join, and I'm always pleased that Saizo did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I can only think of one thing. Excited for my bike. Saizo has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask when she laughs. She's quite a serious person most days. I'm always torn between pride and law and why I managed to make her chuckle. Yes, Jaddy told me how excited you were. She also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think he may have... I knew it. What? I hadn't meant to say the word out loud, but I tell her it was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss for his forgetfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I might just be as scattered, and besides, this'll be good for you. I want you to scavenge hoverbike parts for yourself. I'm going to make my own. No, you're not going to make your hoverbike, you're going to build your own hoverbike. What's the difference? To make suggests you're simply creating something, but your bike already exists. They simply haven't taken form yet. Here, take this. Hands me something, navigator. This is navigator, you can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. It should be useful in finding old parts. Bikes are reborn in the ruined ships and fragments spread apart. A good start would be a ship down there in air camp. You'll find other up that great rock near the other side of the canyon. Looks like there's something floating up there. Another behind the dam on the hill. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, power supply, and a calibrator. I'll be back for your note. Together we'll create something new out of the old. Alright, so wants me to mark that. Something vaguely over there. And guess well, it says 12 out of 13. I should be able to. Let's see, where's the dam? There. And see. Maybe that. So there's some marker pieces. I actually already get one of those components though. Because I got that like atomic, power thing. Electricity's still on, so whatever the power supply for this thing is long lasting. There's nothing of use to be found in a ship. I notice a blinking light flashing on dashboard of the cockpit. Push the button. A voice cracks from machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing about with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Raymond. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see if what the old machinist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. Here's how mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks, buttons being pressed, perhaps. Okay, while you push this orange thing, pull that lever hard. Sound of a click and loud grunt before snapping sound. Oh, on Rohana's mask. Not that hard, you've torn it out. Suddenly the speakers are filled with static and low rumble that gradually increases in pitch. Then sounds of someone cheering. It worked, we're flying. Much cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, now let's focus. This thing is moving fast, we need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Raymond? Let me check the machinist's notes. A bit of a pause. Raymond, that lever, Toma, the one you just ripped out. We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to. The recording cuts off there. Alright. People were trying to fly, and I guess they didn't make it. But where were they flying from, and what were they trying to? Where were they trying to fly to? You looking for a calibrator? You won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never. Give it back, asshole. Give me some beetles. That's a fair trade. Something you want for something I want. Enjoy getting back to camp yourself, asshole. I'm gonna run you down, fucker. Shit. fuck you. This person first. Know I can find some beetles. Just east of here. You can't just walk up to one and catch it though. There's some seeds growing in the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor and the beetle will start eating it. They can sneak up and grab it. Alright, so to the east. So that way. Call bike with F. Doesn't work. Yeah, fuck you, kid. Anything in the wooden ship? No. I'll leave that there. Having a central location. Alright, nothing there. There's another snaky. But it doesn't look like there's anything else of note. How would I even recognize, like, a beetle nest? Some more old wooden structures. Guess it wouldn't hurt to take a peek in here. Oh, there's the beetle. Hey, 3 of you fuckers. Go here. No, they burrow. These. Got your nose, collect an elephant beetle. Let's throw it over to that one. Alright. I just need 3. I don't want to, like, deplete this ecosystem completely. We're operating on dredge rules here. Oh, there is something up here. And it doesn't look like there's anything else. Some more dosh. Here's where my bike is, but I'm gonna just head over straight to the dam. Climbing a ladder doesn't seem to drain your stamina, interestingly. I guess because that's like kind of a controlled climb, whereas, you know, latching onto rocks, you're carrying your whole body weight. Back here. Nope. Well, maybe there's something around there. So I'll just take a quick peek. I'll focus on the big thing first. So stuff they build just lasts for, you know, hundreds, thousands, just a ridiculously long time. Atomic control panel. Like, they build shit to last here in this kind of arid desert area. Looks like there is actually something here. Another wooden ship. And other than that... maybe use something up there. Not even sure if I'd be able to climb all that way. Nope, can just barely make it. What's this? More dosh, of course. And it looks like there may be something up there too. Definitely an exploration game. Alright, so kind of the red surfaces are considered climb, and the light, you know, yellow or white surfaces are considered round. Another snaky. And I think that's all there is to see. No way to make this faster. At least not yet. Can I close this? Do I need to close it? I presume not, but it would be polite of me to close it. Well, I'm pressing E, and it's not letting me do anything, so let the record reflect that I did attempt to close it. Just another wormy or snaky. Not calling it chummig though. Beneath the camp. There you are, you piece of shit. You're leaving and you'll never come back. I guess I shouldn't be a dick. Nose wipes and our tunic. Yar never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. She might visit again someday. But how will you find us? We'll have moved 1,000,000 times by then. I assure her I will always find the Ibexi no matter what. Please don't go. Don't worry, I'll be back sooner than she knows. If I'm not back sooner than she knows, then she can be ready for her gliding by then. And she can come bother me herself. Promise? I say yes. Good. I suppose I can see you off. Alright, so got that. Yeah, I did like accidentally complete part of the quest here. Low glider. We've already had that conversation. Kid's still up there. Alright, Schizo, here's your stuff. Here are the parts. Well done, Sable. This is everything we need. Are you ready to assemble a bike of your own? I'm ready. Don't really see what else there would be to do first. Sizer relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty about the one only truly appreciates when Sizo's in her element. Wonder if this is the way for all machinists. What you must understand, Sable, is that the components you acquired, they fit together, not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. All we're doing is assembling her from what she has already been. Among my clan, we believe that machines have names, held for ages like deep secrets, unheard by those unequipped to listen. We'll find this one's name together. Flying bike wings. Gliding bike booster. Everything here is fairly automated. Gliding bike front. Alright. Let's put that shit together. Simoon, build your hover bike. Listen, Sizo tilts her head a moment, leaning closer to Simoon. All at once, I know the hoverbike's name, Simoon. I say in a whisper to let her know. Simoon, or Seamoon. Maybe it's Seamoon. Well done, Sable. What does it mean? Tell Seamoon I'm eager to know her better, and Sizo looks proudly at both of us. You're ready, then, for the gliding. May all the gods turn their face from you, Sable. You must learn to listen to the sea moon to care for her. Seek out my fellow machinists on your travels, Sable. They will teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, and take this. It's a machinist badge. You'll meet plenty of my ilk on your gliding. Show them your worth and they'll give you more badges. I'm ready. Guess I'm not going anywhere with that. Still at it. He does not give a fuck. Hate gliding, hate beetles, love me some hay. That's all his life. Makes way to my departure feel heavier. Still what a strange day. Sable, is that a badge you've got there? Yes, Sizel gave it to me. Then you must have earned it. Well done. I give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be headed for the Maskcaster in no time. Try and think about going to Maskcaster, but it seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be. Forever. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. You'll get plenty of badges, and when you're out there, and once you've got 3 alike, you can trade it in for that mask. But don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. The gliding is about freedom and exploration. I suggest you claim as many masks as you wish. Only at your final ceremony will you be asked to choose one. How will I choose? You'll have to feel it out, but when you know it, you'll know. Now, the tone of her now puts butterflies in the back of my stomach. With all this done, there's only one thing left. It's time then, isn't it? Time to walk through the face door at the Temple of Rohana. There you'll assemble your gliding mask and go. There are things I wish to convey at JD here. Depths of love and gratitude and fear and worry and hope, and though I find myself unable to speak of any of it, I know she understands. Before you leave, child, I made these. They are dyed with traditional Ibeksi maroon, and I hope provide you great comfort out there in the desert. When you leave today, you will no longer be Sable, clan child of the Ibeksi. You'll be Sable, and the rest will come. But no matter what you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you. I will always love you, and I will see you again. I'm ready. Do you have anything new to say? Nope. Anything up here? I mean, do I have to head there on foot? Can I have my bike? Whenever. I'll just glide there. Is there anything else I can kind of explore around here? Now that I can glide, doesn't seem like it. And I can go past the door. See a really big statue. think I can maybe get to there through here. Fortunately, it doesn't look like there's any thing that has Dosh in it here. Though I suspect that maybe robbing a temple like this isn't exactly isn't a polite thing to do. Alright, other ones up there. As high as I can. Don't think I need to glide all the way. Let's see. Here. That's how we do it, gamers. Is there like a third one, or are we just doing 2 for 2? Looks like there's a third one. Oh, of course there is. So it seems like people in this universe have like almost guilds for different roles. Like there's a cartographer, there's a machinist. You know, maybe there's like, you know, farmers kind of guild. Masks in general seem to be a really important thing in the cultures here. Alright, let's have a chat. Or not. I'll just take it. Alright, fine. Just stuck open now for any wayward wanderer to go in. I presume this is just always going to be here until the end of the game. Logging in. Hello, Sable. JD's voice echoes strangely through a machine, yet it still warms me. Well, Sable, this is it. By the time you hear this, we will have gone. The gliding is a journey that must begin alone. There's a certain nuance lost in transmission, and for that I'm grateful. It would be far too much to hear the cracks in her voice and not run weepily into her arms to stay forever. But I'm ready, and so I'd close my eyes and listen. But though you go by yourself, you're not without friends, you're not without family, you're not without love. These things you will always carry with you as you do your mask. I know I'm not supposed to do this, but if I were you, I might go and see Utari. They're the machinist at Burnt Oak Station. And among Saizo's closest friends, Utari's a good contact to have on one's gliding, and a fine way to train another machinist to get another machinist badge, if you're so inclined. Only a suggestion, though. As for us, I'll send another message once we've returned to Iwer, so keep an eye on the post box and try not to forget us. The world's waiting, Sable. Good luck. Yeah, all gone and leaving all this behind. I better not need to, like, run all the way back. Call out. Oh, well, there's my bike. Let's see. Alright, might as well wear the glider stuff. Like bike parts, have different key items. General. And now it leaves the trail. This is also open, I've noticed. Kinda looks like that gate from Lord of the Rings. Is anything between their feet? Both wearing very different kinds of crowns. I'm just kind of being there. Just the two of us leave the Iwer. Or Iwer. I should speak with Utari, the machinist at Burnt Oak Station. I'm going to explore this first. Alright, I'll just go up the normal way. snaky. There's a tower there. There's a balloon there. What is this? Oh. There's a balloon there as well. I'll be able to get up there though. I presume that's Burnt Oak Station. Just kind of explore around it a little bit. Make sure there's no interesting thing to take a look at. Maybe something that can give me a little bit of dosh. There's no damage to your vehicle in this game. You can bump into whatever fuck you want. Yep, Burnt Oak Station. Are you Tori? Traveler exploring strange forbidden places, finding strange forgotten things, treasure hunter of old and arcane objects, and though I'm certain the grind of shifting through sand and dirt for useful tools and things left over can wear anyone down, I cannot help but weave some thread of my fantasy into reality of my work. So this is a scrapper. A scrapper. Greetings, glider. Name's Altine. I give a bow and introduce myself as Sable. You find much scrap and mail out there, Sable? It's been known to happen? Good, good. Altine leans back and looks up at ceiling thoughtfully. Got a task for you, if you're up for it. I need scrap, Sable, and lots of it. And you're out there already, doing basically nothing. Shouldn't say it like that. Gliding's odd, eh? You have nothing to do, so you have everything to do. Wonder if anyone's ever spent their gliding just laying around. Would matter much what mask we chose if we found our purpose deep within. Oh no, should I be doing that? Clicks his throat. Anyhow, the task. Let me see if you can understand this one. Yeah, it's a bit complex. Go out, find scrap, bring it to me. What sort of scrap? All of it. Big scrap, little scrap, medium-sized scrap. If it's made of metal and it's too busted up for anything else, I want it. Think you nailed that? God's bed. I mean, is there like a purpose to that? Am I gonna get like dosh in return? There's a gate over there and a really big ship. I might want to explore. nothing for me to like remove the markers so that were already placed. Who are you? No one I can talk to. Fair enough. Well, looks like there's a place to park mine. That's good enough parking. Are you, Tari? Chance looks over, you're late. I never met you in my life. You would have met me sooner if it were not for your delay, but I forgive you. Any friends of Saizo is instantly beloved and I take no offense. My name is Utari. Of immediate relevance to you is that I am a friend of Saizo. No, it was your hoverbike. I heard it for the first time months ago and felt the shape of its voice, of her voice, sorry. Sorry, that was not the moon they heard, for Saizo and I only built her a few days hence. Saizo teach you so little, the voice of our machines are eternal, more ancient than their forms. I hear them. I always have. Our needs converge atop the wind tower. Customize bike. Can I change like the color of it? Something has stopped the tower working. I was hours away from going to see it myself, but you and Seamoon came. Go there, mend what's broken or soothe what's hurt, and I'll give you what you seek. The direction, I'll be waiting for you. Travel swiftly and safely. Say goodbye. I guess I can talk to that person if I want to upgrade my bike. I have like a paint for it, but... Alright, low opium den, I guess. I'll leave you to it. I haven't been able to change that. Sable, unread messages, 0. Nomadic merchant, glider, welcome, come view my wares. I can get merchants badge. Merchants aren't liable to just give out badges freely. Your best bet there is to head to Ikria. There's a big market in town there, worth trying to Aria's attention if you want to get yourself some merchant badges. Be careful how you do it, mind you, she's not the friendliest customer. See you soon. Alright, let's see what we've got. I guess, I'll buy this just to see. Hello there, young glider. It's nice to meet to fight a little adventure, especially now. How are you faring so far? The world's big and I feel very small. Say that like it's a bad thing. Isn't it a wonder, the size of it all? You can spend your whole life wandering and still find more to see. Yeah, leave on my second gliding. Suppose it isn't real second gliding, but it's how I'm thinking about it. A chance to see a world again, and now it's changed. I'm an equine guard, you see, or I was an equine guard. As of 3 days ago, I'm officially retired. You should have seen the way others looked at me. All of them were so baffled. to see me go, telling me how much I'd miss a big city. Few of them even felt sorry for me. Like, what would I do now that my life's purpose is complete? Can you imagine? Said thank you for all strange condolences, but tomorrow marks the first time in decades I'll wake up in the morning and have absolutely no idea what lies ahead. And I've never been more excited. Don't get me wrong, I love my work, even loved the noise and trouble of Akria. But I spent enough of my life standing around looking hard. It's time to explore. I'm heading to Badlands, I think. I want to see the Bridge of the Betrayed. If you haven't already, you should definitely go and see it yourself. You'll want the northern Badlands southwest of here. Maybe I'll see you up there. Wait, don't want to sell me anything? Huh? Your little other opium den. Fuck your bucket. I have no idea what these are for. Maybe I can sell them? Like... Sable... No, nothing I have. You're just kind of vibing, fair enough. Under the hood, customize your hover bike with a machinist. Oh, and this... Oh, now I can choose which color scheme. Alright, now I know. Doesn't look like much now, but... Let's go to that kind of big ship here. Yeah, I think I'll definitely want to increase the speed. That thing over there too. That thing looks so much like something you'd see in Star Wars. The Dun Boy. Batteries. Does it go there? Nope, goes here. That's not what I want to do. I need to get another one to open that door, which is there, but this one is open here. Let's do one thing at a time. think that's just like an alternate entrance, maybe. To be powered. Scrap metal. Alright, let's retrieve this. Can't sprint while carrying something, unfortunately. I have no idea if this is like the thing Utari was talking about, or if I'm just doing the side quest for the love of the game. Open the door in the Dunboyne, and I will, but there's a snaky here. And I have no idea what the purpose of this is. I want it. Like, I can't sell it. It's a really good position for that to be in, actually. Looks like there's something up there, too. There's a good way of getting there. Maybe I can get there from here. Anything under here? Interact with the controls. Alright, let's talk to this hologram. I encounter a strange luminous figure. It greets me before I even have a chance to be frightened. Sarah, new user found. Hello, please enter your username. Find myself whispering my own name. Welcome, Sable. I've set up a new account for you. I am the ship's simulated anthropomorphic registry and informational nexus, but you can call me Sarah. What are you doing here? I'm not entirely sure, Sable. Most of my data modules appear to be corrupted. I'm attempting to access ship records. Transferring ship's log to your inbox. You have unread messages, Sable. Here are your unread messages. Panel blinks live, strange markings and symbols. And then with a strange buzzing, like old fabric pulling apart, there are voices. Within long-range sensors, Captain, we're picking up something anomalous, readings from the upper atmosphere. Could be a plasma storm, but the radiation signatures doesn't quite match. Maintain approach at current speed. What's our time to destination? 46 Earth hours, give or take. Alright, so Earth exists in this universe. Good, let's keep an eye on those energy signatures and get Saren on too for pattern recognition. Captain, we need to purge our reactor soon. If we don't, I know I'm aware of the risk, Ellis, but I'm not purging in the middle of space. We follow the protocol and the recording fails. Type continues. No unread messages. Alright, so figuring out what went on. Guessing I'll find maybe more of those. Glass not climbable wall. Interesting. Actually, I think I have an idea. Can I implement it though? That's exactly what I wanted you to do, Sable. Scrap metal. Scrap metal collected by scrappers for use in a variety of ways, from repairing bikes and other mechanized goods to producing cuts, scavenged from ancient ships, and can be traded at the scrapyard at Burnt Oak Station. Alright, I mean, this is the second bit of scrap I found. What's this? Cuts. A cache of 100 cuts, made from metal harvested from crashed ships. They have holes punched through the middle where rope can be slid for easy and convenient transportation. Alright, just some dosh. Alright, I think I've gotten everything there is to get here. There's another scrap. Can take me to the upper levels. Doesn't seem to be anything up there I'd want. Rings here. Maybe there's like a little race that I can do. If I go through one, it does light up. So I guess like human beings must have crashed here a long time ago and then have started setting up like new cultures and societies and whatnot. Because Ellis, you know, the name of that person was a fairly conventional name. Meanwhile, you have like the names here that are just very kind of weird and new. Like a time limit to this. Like they've turned off. Alright, unlocked a new place to explore. Thread the needle, reveal a Hickory Arch Monument. Hickory Arch Monument. Yeah, I just came up with their own new, like, you know, kind of cultures and religions and whatnot. In fact, my character might not even be aware of what Earth even is. Ancient race. Let's see. Wonder what the ring-shaped artifact is for. If I do this... Alright, so this doesn't really have like a marker, which I guess makes sense because I'm just supposed to explore around for it. But this does have a marker. There's another one of these. Looks like there might be something on top of it too. Oh, did I already view this? It's like back there where home is. So is it, or is that where home was? I can check on the map, maybe. Which is kind of awkward. Yeah, I think that's home camp. Alright, fair enough. Honestly, not that far away from, you know, home base. Actually, it is within the confines of home base, because that's a big gate. Actually, this might be a different place than where I was now that I'm looking at it. Alright. Yeah. Well, there's something here. I have a feeling I went to a wrong part. Can I do anything with this? Nope. Alright, I have a feeling that feature is going to be useful just in general. I mean, these are like architectures of my people. So maybe this is one of the spots they tend to move to when they head out on that dusty trail. But what are they nomadically going to? Like, are they moving based on harvest, based on temperature? Alright, there's a little fire. Maybe it indicates someone's been here, or maybe, you know, the technology that these people have just let them make fires for that long. Ah, shit. Alright, wasn't that bad, but we need to get off. Task failed successfully. I somehow got up here. Let's see, let's do one at a time. Doesn't hurt to run into this. I think this is one of those games where there's really no losing condition beyond just like not going to where you need to go. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh, just barely. And the devs knew you could because they put more of these here. I do enjoy it when games reward that kind of exploratory thinking. The wind tower. Some dash. Get back where I was. Can I go through here? No. Maybe I need to interact with something first. There's a chest up there. Bouldering top, though they won't help me climb further, the hand wraps and lightweight fit of this gear are great for making scaling mountainous heights more comfortable. Alright, so just the game saying this is purely cosmetic. And I'm guessing these like almost serve as kind of like, you know, yellow paint for this game. Let me get up there. Well, maybe not. There's like almost no darkness in the nights. It's just that the colors get a bit washed out, which I actually think works really well. Nothing up here. Maybe I can climb up on that. No, there's that lip. Maybe I'll have enough stamina to reach this. Alright. I probably did that the way the devs didn't intend me to do it, but I did it all the same. That's violating the Roche limit. Up on high, unblock the wind tower. They keep doing it, they keep violating that limit in these video games. Makes me want to have a total melty every time. Yeah, let's screw it. Put that back. Oh. Guess it's no longer blocking the wind tower. Fine, fine. Let's see. Machinist top, a standard uniform worn by machinists and midden. Machinists will always make sure each set has its own unique modifications for their own particular need. So is that what this world is called? Midden? I think that's where I was already, but I can check real quick. Yeah. Now I'll call for my bike. And it'll just kind of spawn in. And there's those rings. Still can't get to there unless maybe I get to there from here. Worth a shot. I think this game has kind of like the philosophy of if it looks like an interesting landmark, it's something you can get to. That moon's less Roche limit violating, but I'm still gonna keep an eye on it. Guess this plant has two moons. Or maybe that moon's just the same one and it's moving around weird. Cartographer's balloon. There we go, just barely made it. Hello. A gift of gab, talk to 15 NPCs. I greet the cartographers shyly, a little cowed by how alone we are up here and how intimate something feels. Hello there, Glider. Thanks for taking time to climb all the way up here. Surveying gets a little lonely sometimes, you know? I tell her I do, given how lonely I can get on sand sometimes. I hope Seamoon doesn't hear. So then, what do you need? Can I buy a map? Of course. Alright, I'll buy a badge and I'll buy a map. Thanks, Glider. Goodbye. Let's see if anything interesting. Have you been to Wind Tower? Yep. Burnout Station. Gigantic Hercules Field Bananas nearby. Other regions nearby. Head south to see the white sands of the Wash. West you'll find Red Sea and the myriad of secrets, and east are the salt plains of the waste. Anything interesting nearby, and you completely overlook that giant derelict ship. That's interesting looking. That's where I came from. You can just barely see the top of, I think, one of those lookout stations. So everything I found, handing them over piece by piece. Alright, so that's a way of, getting some dosh as well. Where you run to, kid? Doesn't want to talk. Since I'm already, running here, I might as well just keep running. I haven't actually been to this tree either. I should maybe check that out later. Okay, help. You did. Thank you and well done, both of you. Did you have much trouble? None at all. Of course not. Why would you? You were meant to do it. Now for your, I won't say reward, but for what you're owed. Produce machinist badge holding out for me to take you. May have been late in coming, but you're where you are meant to be. I give you this badge not only in recognition of where you have been and what you've done, but in honor of one of many possibilities that you may, if you so choose, become one of us who speak the unheard language of Seamoon and her vast connections. This badge is but one, and you'll need to earn more from others who carry them. But if and when you do, the caster will know what you have chosen, and you may wear the mask of the machinist. Alright, got that done. That was just my clever way of getting the bike up here. I am an advanced gamer after all. I need to know these tricks. So, anything about this tree that's special? It's climbable. But I don't think I'm making it to the top. Maybe there's a better side. Alright, I'm gonna want to do like a run, jump. Okay, climb this one. Should be able to. Okay, let that recharge. There's a worm up there. jump to there. I don't think I can jump and glide to there, though. Trying to see, is there anything special or significant on top of that? I mean, there's a few of those branches that are sticking straight up. But I don't see any, like, eggs or any chests or anything. Let's do this one, since this is one that also doesn't have that. List of burnt oak stations in northern Badlands. Here's burnt oak. Let's see, map. Burnt oak station. I presume this is north, this is south, so I'm gonna want to go that way. Here, I'd like it off. Does that make it? Alright, that's north, so one head out, yeah. There's another one of those trees. I think that tree may just be big, but it's not really special. Which does, in fact, contradict the whole, like, if it's a landmark, it should be climbable, I was mentioning earlier, but maybe it's not even really a landmark. Since it's not like an oak tree proper. And it is interesting now in this alien world there are like human or earth trees. But then again, you know, wouldn't it make sense for explorers to bring specimens with them? I mean, they can bring seeds and stuff. Alright, something up there I want to take a look at. Looks like there's something way up there too. Or have I already been here? Nope. This is apparently the chum lair. So is this where I need to bring those eggs to? Don't even know if I'm ascending or just running in circles. Something down there. Well, here's one of them. Check out the top, then I'll go down. Assuming I even can. here again. Can I even climb that? Looks like there's something up there. Stop. Stand. Let that. Alright, no. I think I've just barely enough stamina to get up here. Yep. What the hell is this? Cache of 100 cuts made from metal harvested from crashed ships. On seeing the frankly humongous chum holding up the remains of ancient stone tower, I nearly jumped out of my skin. Oh, hello, Wanderer. Please don't be frightened. Is this real? I'm talking to you as much as I'm able to talk, and you're able to perceive my thoughts. I assure you, I am as real as you are. I hear you're carrying some of my children. I relax only comforted by the absurdity of the situation. Your name is old, vast, like the desert. Sable. How beautiful. I don't have a name as such. I am the Queen of Chums. Well, it's an honor. Oh my, you're such a proper little human. Perhaps you can help us. Our eggs are scattered throughout the desert, but they need to be planted somewhere safe. Bring them here, little one. I'll be able to give you something for your favor. Bring me 5 eggs. Here you go. Chum novice, deliver your first chum egg. Excellent work. You're a rare specimen in this age. Item, Chum Queen Tier. Oh, so there's a way to upgrade your stamina. Look, if you the tiers of carry great power, suggest you keep the information to yourself. Bring me 15 eggs next. Oh, I see. Yeah. Once again, I think I might have gone up this the wrong way. Maybe I was supposed to go up it, on her. I mean, now I know where to go if I want to get more stamina. And that's, view from the bridge. Let's see, there's north, so I want to go that way. I definitely want to get, oh, big lag spike. Definitely entering a new area. Probably want to get like, some more ship upgrades in, make me faster. Looks like there's another cartographer balloon there. And this must be where I start. So, any name for this place? Balfron connection. Or it can be a Balfron connection if it wants to. I don't object. Another one of those. I have a vested interest in collecting them. I have 10 now. 5 more and I can get an upgrade. This to go down. Just launches me. Oh, there's another one of these. And some more dosh. Anything like up there I wanna see? It doesn't look like it. Alright, but surely that's not like the entirety of this game. This area. Looks like there's something up there. Yeah, I can't climb on the ship. There's a blinking light up there too. See if there's a way in. I've only seen one entrance point, and so one back here. So there's gotta be more to it. That's all blocked off. Oh, there's a thing here. Now we're talking. Alright, battery. Use that to get up and down. Alright, thanks for reaffirming that. Oh, that was a bad throw. That's climbable. That's interesting. That only controls that bridge. That doesn't do anything for that one. Oh, but I know I can do. I'm gonna miss a cycle. Just know it. Didn't miss a cycle, but I bonked my head. Ow. Alright, I know what to do. I'm just being silly. Move you. Alright, I'll do that next. Check out this one first, just because it's closer. Battlefront connection. Open the door in Battlefront connection, and it's another one of these. Any scraps? Any good shit to pick up? There's a few. And that seems to be it. Let's have a chat. You have unread message, Sable. Here are your unread messages. Recording 02. Other terminal blinks a light, the same language I've seen flashes across the screen before. So these guys don't speak English, I don't think. Yes, Saren. I've detected potential pattern in the planetary anomaly. There's something strange about it. Should iterate into a chaotic system. But there seems to be a consistently repeating pattern. What does that mean? It appears that there's something sustaining it, Captain. We're unable to determine the source of this perpetual. It ends here. Push a few more buttons, but I can't bring the recording back. No unread messages. And I guess that's just if you want to hear the ones before. Yeah, so I guess like a long time ago, human beings crash landed here and have since basically established Alright, don't hold on to it when it's moving. Alright, first of all, clear all markers are. But second of all, credits. If I fast travel here, is that gonna reset some stuff? Because I've already completed, you know, getting the message, but I need to do the other thing. Well, shit. I think I might have soft locked myself, unless I can maybe glide there. you right there. Not picking it up, not touching it when it moves. Alright, what does that do? Other than unlock that. I think it just unlocks that. That's fine, because that gives me dosh. All that for 20 dosh. Insane. I also now know that like fast traveling to a place doesn't like reset anything. Let's see, where's the best place to kind of start? I think here. Thing is, if you run out of stamina, it takes longer for it to kind of go back. Alright, I will check out down there, but first, I want to be up there. Actually, there's not really any avenue of getting there. So sure, let's see what's here. What is this? Really, this whole area doesn't have a name? Sure, I have that now. Oh, it's another one of these. It's all dusty. Another one of these. Definitely want to collect it. Almost at that next upgrade point. And you know what? I'll just collect them just to have them. More than a box of sand, open 20 chests. Okay, break that with a good throw. Nope. Have to approach that from the top. There's a bit of a lip, but I'll see if I can climb it anyways. Alright, so I need... Is that like permanent? Let's get this out quickly in case it's not. Alright, so is this for her? It's shaped like that thing. Maybe I'll see what's on the roof there next. Yeah. Alright, well, here's one of three. Here's another one. Watery area down here. Some money. Can't go through there. Got a little workshop area. Mind of Chance of Sonar here, especially the kind of first area. There's a bed. Definitely going higher than where that ladder was going. Playing the game the way I want to play it, okay? I don't get how she can grip like solid stone but not metal, you know? That was close. Another cartographer's balloon. And we made it. You know, surprising number of people show up here. Between you and me, I think they just want to feel tall. Alright. Map of, well, Photography Guild. Well, let me select it. And it's all saying it's all this, so I think there's a glitch. Alright, 2, anything I can sell. Alright, now I can buy something. And just short on that. But maybe I can actually sell enough. Hold on, sell. Oh, I gave them all. Oh, is that it? Right there. Definitely not that. There we go. And save the last one for the middle. No fancy stone or anything behind this one, but it does give me a monumental stone top and an incredibly crafted piece of ritual clothing. It is awkward to wear, but hard to take your eyes off. It. Agree up. Leave you there. And definitely something big there. I think I might get in through like the back of it though. Get my ship out of the water. Yep, that's good enough. Some graffiti, yeah, so like they don't speak English, they have their own language. Probably says keep out, but luckily for me, I can't read. Shit. Nope. I can get in through here. Maybe. Machinist, yes there is. No, you're a merchant. Need something fast, reliable, both, neither? We've got all sorts of bike parts just for you, glider. Here's what I got. Alright, so these are 300 a pop though. It's like, die if you want. speedster stuff sounds nice, but I'll need to get some more dosh. No two ways about it. Smells awful. His mask is about to fall off. Goodbye. Alright, climber. You glider, might need some ass. I have a problem. Wonder if you can help. It's my son, he sighs. He's being held by the equine guard. They caught him tampering with the water supply. He was only trying to tap the supply, not taint it. He aimed to bring us a better source of water, one that would benefit us immensely. Is that really a crime? It's illegal, yes, but if we followed equine law, we would all die of thirst, waiting on some functionary to make this slight effort. I won't convince you if it sounds like too much. I understand, but someone needs to stand against it, and for several reasons. It cannot be me, not this time. Can you help? Sure, I'll help. No, not break the bond we've made. Have you ever heard of the Shade of Ikria? No, what's that? Shade of Ikria, here who thinks you are the people, obeying those who would subjugate them. Dark as night itself, smooth as black silk, and fueled by a flame of vengeance. A late legend in the city. Let's see. I think he was a man doing his best to right the wrongs of the powerful, but I might be biased. I am the Shade of Akria. And for today, so are you. Why retried, I hid the mask of the Shade, but even though the Shade was gone, the rumors and legends persisted. A glider could not convince a guard to free my son, but the Shade, oh, the mere sight I found there, liable to give you whatever you want. You see this? Head to the town gate and look for his symbol. I'll lead you to a mask. Collect the mask and return to me, then we stage the rescue. Farewell. Don't want to talk? Hello? You'll do. I have something in mind for you. Let's make good use of you. May I ask how? Well, you're a glider. By your very nature an outsider. You belong to nothing and no one, and therefore you're capable of an uncommon objectivity. My name is Sandip, and I'm in the middle of a very serious investigation. There are a few I can trust. You may have noticed that we find ourselves without power. Yes? I did. It's not an accident. Someone stole the power core from out of the atomic heart, and the perpetrator eludes me. Still, I thought perhaps you might be able to help me solve the crime and bring the thief to justice. I'll help. I've already begun to picture myself darting in and out of the shadows, tracking loose a power thief through a city. This is an old power core, scrap really, but if you can bring this to the machinist for me, he can fix it and we can get this town going again. But while you're out there, won't you ask if he has any idea who might want to steal something like this and why? I'd ask myself, but people are less forthcoming with the guards. You get it. I have seen I made the right choice. Report back when you've taken care of this. Yes, I'll be waiting. Alright, need to find the machinist. It was not that guy out there. You wouldn't happen to be a machinist? There you go. I'm a generous glider, what can I say? There's a bike here. I can't get on it. Makes sense, it's someone else's personal property. Can I help you? I'd like to speak to Ira. Never mind. Don't want to lose another ton. Wait, is this the machinist? I think so. Or is that like a, I don't know, police siren or something? Let's see. Don't need to be carrying that. Asma's machinist. Is he tidying up the workshops? It looks like someone's ransacked the place. What can I do for you? What happened here? A few nights ago, I got the idea. No idea who did it. Could be related to power going out. Anything else I can help you with? Got a delivery? You got your run errands, eh? I like to keep busy. I can relate to that. If I don't keep working eventually, I'm going to have to think about some of the things knocking around this odd little brain of mine. And nobody needs that, least of all me. I'll drop this thing off with sand dip and when it's good and ready. Anything else I can help you with? Some question about the power cut I'd like to ask. Where were you when the power went out? I was in the workshop sleeping. Get most of my sleep there. Lately, if I'm being honest. Didn't notice anything was wrong. I asked why not. Because I'm a machinist is why, and not one of us, no matter how different we may seem, would ever be caught dead without a backup generator. So I had a few hours good rest before I caught wise. Any idea who might have taken it? Power is the lifeblood of everything we do as machinists, and our work exists to uplift the past and secure future. Power supports machines, and machines are bound to the people. If you want to take power from the people, then you wish to make people powerless. So I think you'll be looking for someone who cares little for a common person. Who do you think did? Ira the merchant. Ira and her ilk run this town. The markets are their locus of control, and they've got their claws in food stocks. Now imagine, if you will, what happens when the power goes down. All of a sudden, folks are stockpiling food, and Ira, her lot, are hiking up the prices, and that's not a damn thing any of us can do. You can find her weaving her web of corruption above the beetle market across the bridge. You'll have to persuade her guard to let you pass, though. Give myself a little bit more speed, I guess. Running around the rooftops like an Ezio Auditore here. Getting these guys. thing was. Is it up there I need to go? Nope, not falling down. Alright, doesn't seem to be a way to get in there. But is that the symbol? Doctor looks concerned, frustrated. This power cut all of our medical equipment, prosthetic line, and artificial wombs. It's all going to run out of power very soon if the energy doesn't come back. Those useless guards and machinists. Alright. Don't have the option of being a doctor, I've noticed. No badges from them. I quite like it when the power's off. There's a sense of peacefulness to it. Power being off means a lot of business has stopped completely, but some market traders seem to have been able to take advantage of the situation. Deliveries have been busier than ever. Era and her kind always seem to know how to squeeze blood from stone, but this feels like things are worked out too well for them. Maybe don't tell anyone I said that. I didn't hear it from you, dude. Scratches him. Gives a shrug. Any idea who might have taken it? Not the worst or most pungent smell. Heard about a big sale going down in the Syria recently. Not sure what, but caused a stir. Let's see, whatever it is, it's long gone by now. Any idea? As far as I've heard, it was some machinist with a mushroom habit. Not sure how true that is, but let's say it come up a few times. Where were you when the power went out? Cafe? Alright, got a little scrap. Is that what you want to hear? Nothing to do with anything, and probably not your business, but sure, I had a fight. Power went out, broke it up. End of story, got nothing else. Who do you think did it? Get more power to him, I get it. Bit of a swim to get it. Alright, so it was, you know, out there. I think that symbol really is like the one, the skull symbol. Alright, let that replenish. No dice. And sadly, I'm not kind of catching myself or any surfaces. Anything kind of on this side. There's gotta be like a worm or something up there. Nope, there's the mask. No, that's an oasis flower. What? There's a worm. Is it up there, maybe? Here, I'll go get the worms. Just 'cause, like, it's useful. Any there? I see. Windchime die. Want money, but fine. It has a very kind of Arabic and Persian look to this area. Yeah, it's one I've already seen. Just don't really see anything up there, though. Glass blower Toto. Make best glass inside seep slit. Power cut has put my workshop completely out of commission. I need my furnace to work. It's not like casting little pots in sand. I've got a terrible backlog of orders already. Bike parts, ships, pots, architecture, you name it. Alright, so it's unlikely to be him. And what about parallel glider? Alright, not much to say. To say here. It is a neat area, like just seeing these stores and whatnot. I think it's over here. Alright, gonna be paying $100 for this. I sell them in the Siri outside town. They're unbelievable magic. Each see the burst of watery coolness. Oh, that was such an expensive one. That door better be open like forever. If I were surprised, happy, or displeased to see me, it's hard to tell. For now. So you got past Giannis. Was it pomegranate or just good old-fashioned cuts? Doesn't really matter. I probably could have gone some pomegranate. I have 5 minutes and I want you gone. Where were you when the power went out? was here in the market. Ask around if you like. Any of the guards will vouch for me. Who do you think did it? Your brain behind it. Under bridge outside town gate. One, because they got something gained from bringing town to its knees. Two, because power cores fetch a substantial price in legal market. Could be one of those, could be both, don't know. $100 that I don't have because I had to bribe my way to get in here. Alright, but I think that door does like stay open. I mean, kind of has to, because like, how else am I gonna, be able to go back and buy the badge? Guard trousers made from Hakoan metals. The likeness of these metals is unparalleled, allows nimble movement and strong resistance in combat. Oh, here's one of these, which will be 15. This work, the spare power core. Could use your help for a moment. I can help. Like, take your new core to your atomic car and plug it in, and while you're there, see if you can pick up any clues about who may have stolen the original, yes? What sort of clues? Something out of place. Sound like tapestry, yes? Have you ever looked at the big, beautiful, ornate tapestry and been so impressed at its craftsmanship, and then suddenly found your eyes drawn to a tiny little snag? Just one thing out of place? Clues like that. Key card for you. You unlock front door. Central chamber protected by security code. I'm sure you'll find your own way in if the thief manages somehow. Head over to a substation just outside town and follow a power cable that runs through and under sand. See you soon, hopefully with news. Silver Tongue Sable. Talk to 3 NPCs. This is a disaster. No power means no filtered water. The Oasis water isn't clean enough to drink on its own. Alright, so I think that's what he's talking about. Still looking for that mask. There's a worm here, so I might as well get it. Because, chances are there's gonna be, like, even more upgrades to that. looks interesting there too. It's getting harder and harder to keep track of. There we go. And for my efforts, a worm. So sneaky. Kind of annoying having to watch that cutscene every time. Actually, does it lead to that? Yeah. So it's not getting sidetracked if I went there. The atomic heart. This is locked for a key card and terminal. Perhaps this would unlock the door. Alright, looks like there's more battery puzzles and shit. And more of these guys. How did they even get in here? Like, from a lore perspective. Do they exist as those little snakes and then they become eggs? I'll look around up here first. Looking for a clue. You're not a clue, but you're useful, so I'm gonna collect you as well. And you are Dosh. And I like Dosh. That's not Dosh. Alright, so this big helix thing. Interesting. Plain as day, one can see a high window has been smashed and is wide enough for a grown person to make their way inside. Though they need be quite as leg, most of the glass is on the outside of the chamber. It may have been smashed from inside. Alright, that's just a quick way out. Sparks shoot out from the wires around sockets, but damage to the empty socket itself is non-existent as far as I can tell. Culprit took care to removing core. Makes sense. If it were still something so valuable, I would be delicate too. But why are the torn up cables? It almost looks staged. It looks almost staged to me. Power to people. Return the power to Ikria. Look around a bit more. So it came from the inside. Oh. climb on that. Why is that one still red though? Well, I guess it's just like that. Wait, something there. Now this is a clue. Scrap of paper lies discarded on floor, and when I take it, I see that's a promissory note. Somebody, perhaps the culprit, owes money to the merchants. It's possible the culprit dropped it, but who could be so careless at the scene of their crime? I wonder if it's a plant left to throw me off the scene. There's empty clumps of feathers on floor. Strange. Try picture the bird, large and powerful enough to carry away a power core. I decide that's one suspect I can absolutely rule out, though I'd be very much like to see it. Just do a bit of fast traveling. Oh, the water's back. That's nice. Ah, Glider, you did a brilliant job getting the power back. I don't know if I could hear it, but there was a tremendous noise. Then the whole town was lighted. On the day's work. Work is appreciated and you are valued. Now, Linton, how about our little investigation? Any useful evidence? Let's discuss the physical evidence. What do you find when you search the heart? There was a feather on the floor. Might have been an accident, then a pause moment with some drama. Whisper could be a calling card. What did you find when you scoured it? Window was smashed. Smashed open. Go inside. Note. No damage to the socket. Let's talk about the machinist. You owed money? You had security code and key cards. Profit from panic. How'd she do it? Hazma owes her money. Sold it. Stole key from workshop. Good bang group effort. I'm not sure. I don't think. Ask around for more info. Yeah, I think I'll ask around a bit more before deciding to do that. Oh, there's that symbol there. Yeah, maybe... Is this the one symbol that I'm supposed to look for? Because I keep seeing it, like, in different places. It's not just a texture thing. I definitely should have waited for my stamina to regenerate. Oasis Dragonfly. Was that what the tingling was? Bubble up hover for 1500 meters using abilities, and now let's get back and we'll do it. Wonder if there's anything on top of the windmill other than birds, of course. That seems like a bit of an impossible climb. Alright, does this show me where to go? No. But when I scaled it, there wasn't anything like on top of it, and it doesn't look like there's anything like around it that's valuable either. Oh, but there it is there. And there's also a worm there, so might as well please get to shore already. Show me. Up there, perhaps? Don't know if I can actually reach up there. Can definitely climb the tree, though. Can I? Alright, made it up the tree. Does that mark appear anywhere else over here-ish? Gonna check down here, that looks interesting. Yeah, there is here, and there should be. There we go, Shade of Ikria Mask. Weird field transforms something closer to a spirit. I don't feel human anymore. And there's a marking all over. Actually, I'm not gonna swim. Alright then, escape. Outfits are in this. I guess I need to talk to her first. You climber. It's been a long time since I saw that little thing. When you wear a mask of the shade, there's no greater ally than darkness or dread. Wait until nightfall, then proceed to a guard station. Be as quiet as you can and invade their eyes until the moment you must strike. Then when time is right, show them the shade. Are you ready to do this, Glider? I'm ready. Now, this game doesn't have any fighting mechanics, and I don't think there's any, like, sections we've seen where you need to avoid being detected. So I think this might be a cutscene more than anything. But I'll have to see. I was thinking, oh no, it's one of these. No, this one's interesting. Doubtful, I don't know, tell me anyways. Listening to you is marginally better than wind. I was thinking about how I've seen plenty of the Nemore plants, but you never really thought about what's inside them, you know? What's inside a Nemore plant? It's glowing, yes. Obviously. I know it's glowing, but why? What causes light? I don't know, glowing stuff. Why do you think about these things? What's the point? I don't know, what do you think about? Normal things? Boring things, more like? No, it's a shade. Run! Go, go, go! Glad I didn't need a key. I approach the boy who seems no worse for wear and probably even entertained by a guard's reaction. He waves. He's free to go, his father. Tell him I'm the Shade of Ikria and to oppose I might help along. He sent you? Yes, Mass sent me. Did he really say I was his son? I nod. Like relief. He says that to us. He calls us sons and daughters, but didn't know if he really meant it. Thank you. I'll get back to him now. Alright. Put back my normal mask. Oh, and I even tagged it here, I think. Is that bucket for shitting? They have two. It's fine. They have the normal shitting bucket, like the premium shitting bucket. So, he is happy. Asked the warrior turned to him. He nods. Thank you. He's safe with his brothers and sisters. How many are there? Nearly a dozen, orphans and all. The kindest young people you ever meet. Being the shade, I saw much of the city's true face, and I suppose I found an even more important roleplay. Would have taken up the mask again myself, but if I was discovered, then what would happen to them? You know. Perhaps. Well, do you keep masks? They might be used for a shade yet. Farewell, glider. Alright, finish that quest. And honestly, I'm quite tired. I've been playing for a while. But, you know, I've got quite a bit done. Still, things to look for. This might be an interesting structure. Maybe there's something here. Still wondering what this is. I haven't found a bridge yet. Nothing really looks like a bridge here, though. There's a Battlefront connection. Actually, one thing I might want to do is, go here and turn in those little guys. Oh, there's the ones that were hatched. Have the eggs? Young Sable, so kind of you to visit again. You've helped us become quite a little collective. All the little ones you brought home are so thrilled to be part of a family now. Stamina increased. You spared them a life of solitude and distant wanderings. They're so grateful even now in their youth. Now I'll need 20 eggs from you. 20 fucking chum eggs, man. And what's through here? How many do I have? So yeah, I can go my... Actually, I can use a compass. What am I doing? Do I have that? I guess that's how much I've collected over time, but alright. Why is it being like this? list. Alright, I have 5 in my possession right now. Alright, climb up the palm tree. And see, it used almost exclusively the outer one. Come on. No, it's still a bit too high. Oh, it's so annoying. Looks like I'm on the lookout for more of those worms then. But that'll be something for another time.